Okay, I've loaded up a controller setup on Steam. That just lets me play with one controller. This is one-handed. Well, one controller, of course, one controller. Part 1 investigation. Where were we? Here. I think we checked everything here. Did we? Huh? Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. Oh, yes. Wait, no? The chair's been knocked over. That's why it's looking like... Yeah, well, words. It almost looks like if someone knocked it over in a struggle or used it for self-defense. Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his in the cafeteria? I would like to see that. Where do we go from here? Oh wait, is that supposed to be... maybe... Am I trying to say they got smacked on the head? Huh. Yeah, it's just... No. Interesting. Moves. Oh, you're here. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. He just called me his sweetie. Again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. Oh wow. Somber music. Should we just... I guess we can just start talking. You heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs? How were those Jurassic geriatrics? I have no idea what that means. Max, you aren't very popular without the performance, are you? Yes. But sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. 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 I can spell. They're absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand. For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. Once again. Yikes. She is truly my sweetie pie princess. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. Haha. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder, right? Yes, I was with him around 10 PM. Once I was done with practice, of course. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh?
Sorry, Max, I have something I must attend to right now.
He looks completely different from this angle. Almost Final Fantasy-esque.
Oh, and do you mind waiting for me right here?
It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat?
It's alright, I'll be right back. Should only take about 10 minutes.
And then? I waited for him. But he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. I have no idea where he went, what he went off to do. Should I have enough? Let's try it. Yawn. Meeting with Roselle. Last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly. You reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth. The whole truth. Oh, what do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies, and you hate lies even more. Why are you insinuating? You have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Yes, we do. That was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem when being well compensated? Compensated? Where would the emphasis be? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Oh, fabulous. Number 1. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you could... perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about. Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you in the room last night? Is he meaning that? Ah, hold on. Damn it. Might as well save here then. Hopefully I have enough. Ah. Went too fast. Come on, be faster. Yep. Isn't this why you were called to the master's room that night? Oh, where did you get that? The cafeteria. Well, you already knew that, didn't you? Oh, I missed that. Oh, of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max. Why is that, my sweetie? Didn't fall and break on the floor. Use this bottle to... Yeah? To Ben. Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? Oh yeah, that's his puppet then. Huh. Ah, unlimited mascara works. Oh, hang on. And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous. You might as well be a magician. No thanks. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? Ah, you could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. Ah, we fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Eugenia? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we are talking about? All I can say, he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? I actually have no idea either. This one I went to his room and laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. I mean, in a situation like that, you'll probably say, let me marry your daughter. No. Oh, my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. Oh, wow. And that's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. And no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? I don't know, do you, my sweetie? Trilo can't say a word. Not without Ben. Ah. Trilo? Oh, the puppet. The ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Triloquist. But, puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet had started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? Oh, you are so smart, sweetie. You just said it. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trilo in the ringmaster's room. Where? I don't mind going there and getting Trilo for me. You do, my sweet. No problem, not at all. Thank you, Alex! Yahoo! I don't know why I went there. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. Then don't go hiding puppets. Boom, boom, boom. Move. Circus entrance. Oh, he's not here. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah. I wanted to ask him something. He's called out. He's probably in the tent. Ooh. Pizza's fighting back. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we are making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. Hey, what's that sound? And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Okay. Looks like the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Would you just stop at your poster, pilferer? I'm just kidding, you know I already got one of these posters. You mean, stole one of those posters? Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Shirley somewhere in this room. Trilo? Oh, the ventriloquist's puppet. Where could it be? There? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like, All County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix,
Wow, doing myself multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined.
There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This. Yes.
That's Rito. That's Ben's puppet.
I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Ventriloquist puppet. An operatic tenor who doubles as Ben's sidekick.
Why do I have to carry this thing?
My pockets are full with evidence. Full, I say. Man, voicing these characters is just beats up my voice. Oh?
Oh, hey Ben.
Hello.
Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree?
Yeah. Do indeed.
Oh, I think it's cold, Nick.
I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. He's gonna be happy.
Ah, Ben. This is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go.
Tilo Quest returned to Ben. Oh, it's mine. Let's get going.
And that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben.
Oh, okay.
So, Nick, where are we going next?
Let's see. Maybe we should. Okay, so that's the puppet. How about? Hey, wait!
Who said that? What are you looking at? Oh, right here, you blind wench. What's the problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone?
I'm trying to say these lines with moving as little of my lips as possible. Oh, actually, try this.
Ben? Is that you, Ben?
No.
I would never.
It was me! Yeah, me, down here!
You're...
Cheeto? Actually, I don't think that fits. It's not like he's saying it twice.
That is Mr. Takeshi-no-uta. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect.
Again. Mr. Quest. Is that better?
No, look at me when I'm talking to you, 8-bit excuse for an attorney.
That line would have made more sense in the original. Tilo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. Oh, yeah, actually, well. Great flexibility on Ben's part.
Why, he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal.
I'm sorry, Tilo.
Nick, what just happened?
Ah.
Hey, what do you think you are calling me a puppet?
Actually, let's start by presenting.
What do you mind? Would you mind taking a look at this? Guess we won't need you to look at this after all.
Oh, didn't even change. Tell us what you know about the murder.
You're talking to me. I said you're talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me.
Trailer Quest. You behave like you behave, young man.
Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one with the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. The old must pay us all peanuts.
Trailer, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Grum's got clubbed over the head.
Flying fraud, nice.
Let me lay it out all for you. Lay it all out for you.
The place sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. I agree with you on two parts of these.
Yeah, your partner, you mean Ben?
The creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off from me, will you? He's just another one of the dogs around here.
Oh my.
I'll be fair, and that's full of human garbage masquerading as performers. I found my... no. I found my Madonna.
Yeah.
Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. I have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I don't get these people. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty. Hence why I shall marry her.
Marry?
Oh. Dual subjects. The ringmaster got knocked up. The ringmaster got knocked upside his sheep head by that flying fraud. That is a sentence. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trilo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up. You're made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts. Where?
Are you going to marry Regina?
Yeah, no. That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm getting to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. This is my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. Ah. I know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song.
You gave her a song?
Well, I'm an tenor. You'll be happy to know I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Oh no. I will not sing. I want to just... yeah. The rest is private.
Well, the melody is pretty good.
Those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Oh, ask you, I'm the artist here. Thanks. Now that Trilo's here. Does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface.
Ah!
You must be looking forward to tomorrow. Aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser?
What's that mean?
It's time to get rid of that. It's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all.
Trilo?
Enough jibber jabber. Enough jibber jabber. Let's get to the court already. Hey, wait a second.
Nick, what's going on?
He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Thought so. Oh? What is this?
Why in the world happened with Ben and Trilo?
Quite a pair, those two. Quite a pair. Don't auto-skip, my guy. I can't. I've already missed it. A monkey. Oh no. Now what? A monkey. Yeah!
Hey, welcome back, Nick.
A monkey. My badge! The monkey stole it!
What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely but dumbfounded. Regina.
That name will never sound normal to me. You! The monkey!
Hey, no need to get angry, okay?
But my attorney's badge!
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? Is that the least of your troubles?
By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monk. His name is Monkey. Money? That guy. His name's Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know, he didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trio, right?
Wait, we're the ones asking the questions around here. She only sees Ben as a vessel for Trito. Like this song is good for a bit. The longer you hear it, the less pleasant it is. The monkey is called Money.
Yes.
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems.
Eh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home.
You are sparkling. How do you survive?
Haha, that's pretty funny.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with. Even if he does need taming. Oh, I see.
Go to Mo's. I guess at the time I revisit that kooky clown. Do you have to? Ben and Trilo.
Do you mind telling us a little bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Chilo? What do you mean hanging around?
It's so hard distinguishing between those two voices.
Well, he was there when Trilo told me that he was in love with me.
Trilo told you he was in love with you.
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart and such a wonderful singer. I love him. But how about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Chilo.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Eh?
Gina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. She just doesn't realize. Which makes the Ink Master's choice of actually going with Max's actually accepting Max's proposal a bit. Yeah. He said to ask for a hand in marriage.
Ah, but Max only talked to the Ringmaster about it.
True. I forgot about that. He asked the Ringmaster for a hand. Or Regina directly.
So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me?
I'm slowly going Scottish, I think.
I'm so confused. How about you, Maya?
It's going all over the place.
Huh? What? What do you think I should go for? Max or Trilo?
Wait. You do realize that Trilo is a puppet?
Huh? I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
Oh boy. Indeed. Who do we... Well?
Huh? Detective Gumshoes took off already.
Yep, probably because we did him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. It's gonna be Mo again.
Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Right all the time.
Right there with you, Phoenix, right there.
It's alright to be wrong every now and then, right?
See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair and maybe just pull my finger and let me have it.
We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How do you know how to put a whoopee cushion on a chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Aha! Aha! Aha!
Why?
Regina. So about Regina. Regina is just a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know? But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in a dream world.
She's dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life.
I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist as puppet.
Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply without complications.
It's like halfway between... It's like almost like an announcer's voice at the moment.
Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes, Money.
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects. Makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. Under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Huh? Why is that?
Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo, bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then who does he belong to?
He'd be happy to take you to his owner's saying.
You mean right now?
Of course! Shall we go?
Should we go with him now or wait a while? I don't think there's anything else I could do. Go with Mo. Oh. Lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. Do you have? Is that 4 or 5? 5 shirts. 2 socks. A monkey. And basketball. Tie as well.
This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
I can't breathe.
That was such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs.
Is he really that out of shape?
Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room.
Acro.
He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today.
There's a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later.
Hey, wait, what? What is that? Exactly. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly.
Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be.
Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man? Once again. Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? Monkey.
Yeah, it's a monkey calendar.
Whoever's in this room must really love monkeys.
Maybe a little too much. Wow. I just realized that the year is almost over. Amazing how time flies.
It's been one wild year, especially the last part.
Well, we still got one last person to help this year. Max.
It's got a bubble. Look around, everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time.
Hey, Nick.
What?
I don't have this one. This bubble here is a new model.
Don't overdo it, Maya. Don't want to end up a muscle woman. Why not? Come on. Come on, Nick. Basketball.
Hey, the net's swift. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore.
What? The net looks fine to me.
You really think that he plays basketball? I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know.
Sammy! You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game?
Of course, the monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
Ah! What is this game?
Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage.
Holy cow, there's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny.
He's just gonna gloss over the muffler, the wheel hub? I forgot what they're called. I not play racing games, I don't know. Wheel rim. Yeah. Trumpet. So really shiny.
There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch.
Wristwatch. Watch. Look at this. It's a trophy. And it's really heavy.
Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here.
Return to its rightful spot on the label. Haha. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh?
What's the matter? Did you find something?
Yeah. Check this out.
It's a ring.
There's something engraved on it. From T to R. There's Trilo. There's Regina. That sounds a bit too early for that. Cheap ring with an eerie sparkle.
What does that mean?
Put ring in pocket, because of course you can do that. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation.
Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow?
Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet.
Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side.
That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Is that all? To be continued. Good morning, Max.
Max?
Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous.
That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick said and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. Why is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? No. Pretty sure Nick has a fear of heights anyway. I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flowing fabulously from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Oh, ready. Ah, Franziska. Oh yeah, her voice. Now the case of one, What?
Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry, I just realized the defendant name is Billy Bob Jones. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly.
Does it now?
I wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Von Carver, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Eh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Null. Nada. I'm not losing this case. They had such a perfect chance to use it also the German word for zero. Null. But they didn't. Why? Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose anything you already lost, and your grandfather lost to me as well. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix right. I'll show you the textbook procedure of proving how absolutely guilty you are. Oh, come on, it's not selected again. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll... Well, no, it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Alright, let's hurry up and wrap up this waste of time. You didn't actually...
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there. Now!
Gumshoe!
Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, detective. You'd think that, you know, being on court would count to his, would be paid as well?
Don't mention it. There's no trouble at all. I'll be looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir.
Alright, detective. You may proceed with your testimony.
The night of the crime, snow was falling out until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out.
I mean, you'd think that it was snowing because it's cold, not cold because it's snowing.
All of the circus performers were gathered in the Victor to practice their routines. Practice session broke up at around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail.
Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Ouch. I see. He was beaten to death.
Here's the autopsy report for the victim.
The court accept this into evidence. Yeah, there's nothing special about that. A blunt object. Yeah, there's nothing special about it. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Details of the events. Oh, wait. Oh. Let me ask you about the snow.
It was nearly a blizzard up until the
Time of the crime. I cannot read today.
Did they pile up?
Did they pile up?
It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about an inch and a half was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day.
Snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
What's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record. Why is he insinuating? I mean, it tracks for me. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? None of it makes sense. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Talk privately, huh? Nah, that's the wrong voice. That's awfully that's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
It seems they were negotiating Max's salary.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage.
Really struggling with reading today. Yeah. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15.
Okay, no problem, huh? We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ah, this is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Oh, alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Don't get it? A wooden box.
That's right.
Doesn't look wooden to me. It could be. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Why?
Carrying
Carrying the box, huh?
It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say? Oh, now it looks wooden. 20 pounds, that's 10 kilos.
This may be my only chance, so I must as well ask some questions.
I mean, it's locked, but... do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
When we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox, so we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
Oh.
A bottle? Well, why is that, detective?
Oh, help.
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiments bottle.
What's inside the bottle?
It's filled with pepper.
Pepper. Why in the box? Why in the world was it locked in that big box?
There was only one little bottle in the huge box.
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. The person something? Yes. Okay, there we go. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pie.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak. Well, my theory, that is something the perpetrator ran off with.
We would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No, but he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho.
Well, I think we have a good feel of the details for the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper?
And now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, my wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Just to the rescue, nice. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trina will show up on the stand as well.
Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trina Quest. I'm employed as an operatic tuner.
Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was what, Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
The hope must be cutting off your circulation. I said that was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I guess you're the all. Word of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge, just up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm. Just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Chino, you know better than the insulted judge.
Shut up. Just look at your nose. You would think you have the sense to fix it. It's all gonna want to punch you in the face on the off chance wearing would have. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an English star.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order, I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court.
You won't be anywhere trying to figure out this witness. He's a lost cause. Now let's proceed. What you witnessed?
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. And that's when I saw Max, heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt. He had his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy.
Well, well, since you went with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
What is that?
Here's absolute proof.
Silk hat.
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing this signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. I guess she's the boss again today.
Is there anything I could take off that?
Let's just
see. Does this work?
The clown. You're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about the old fort. It's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and makeup is running all over the place. Once practice is over, it was 9/10 of the way to killing over for good.
Poor guy.
I didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's the head of the pack.
Then what happened?
Damn it.
Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking a new nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
I'm a good thinker. At least my teachers always said I was.
Thinker?
Sure. Let's go for this one. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing that such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
Oh, come on. My throat. You saw Max and only Max, right, Chilo?
That's right.
That's right. And that makes him the killer. There's only one person headed that way that night.
Oh, that makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. Yeah, there's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this?
Yeah, there's a fact. Where was the
Ringmaster.
That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
I only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? There's a fake mustache over here. Ah, that's the victim. That's correct. Streeter was at the entrance to the plaza. You should have seen the ringmaster as well.
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? Ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, when was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
Ah. Oh, I see. It seems at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Sheila wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. This is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got her over the head?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know anymore.
Wow. Stop being so loud. Get into the storage.
Hey, let's try this. Put the chair much higher. Raise this as high as I can. Let's try this setup.
The clown. Talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of yeah.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a yes, we had it.
Then what happened?
Wasn't that part of the... I don't get this game.
Okay, this should be better. Yes, we've talked about this. Fine. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene of the crime? Of the scene? Well, that's good.
I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it?
I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m. I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m, so you hung around at the lodging house the entire time. I guess that sounds about right.
Was it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big nose dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix, right. We can all do without your offhanded theories.
But, this witness, he's cracking under pressure already. I'm onto something. Oh, Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Well... Monkey. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Oh. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares what I was waiting for that night? What's important what I saw, don't you forget it.
Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Yeah? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah!
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on his way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene.
Oh. There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Pain. Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quiz, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you not waiting for Regina then to the lodging house?
I was. I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain.
That is such a good gag.
Thanks to you, Bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
About the proposal?
Oh, don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
Well, yes, we can say no to that. So, you were going to propose. You. A puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. You're just gonna accept that, huh? Just because I'm an old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
No.
Why is everybody like this?
Exactly.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What was with that sigh at the end? Also, that doing a sigh in a voice is weird. I mean, I know exactly where to go now. So I'm just gonna skip ahead with these. Yes. Okay. See what he says about that. What was it exactly? No, exactly what I was going to, huh? Nothing. Answer his question, what was it?
Oh, you're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring? Engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to enter right here.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to rush out of almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time.
You know what? I'm gonna go against my instincts.
Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. First time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human being.
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise the testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy splitting details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Okay, but I would have presented it here. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That was right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but our petition snob kept getting in the way.
Operative Snob? He couldn't be possibly talking about me. Maximilian Galactica! When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half. And not with magic.
Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? Okay, so I've got a... okay. So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am.
Spent 3 months studying on this thing. I'm not gonna give it up that easily. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. So, there's 2 places where it looks like I can present. Here. And here. Okay, so that one works. How about the other one? Huh. Interesting. And why did that... were we able to change it? Interesting. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it?
What are you talking about?
Oh, looks like they're gonna double team me now. You recognize this way?
Oh, that's mine. Give it back. Thief.
Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Ah!
What's going on in here?
That's... Then, say something. Huh? Don't put me on the spot like that, you know?
I found this in Money's room.
Money?
Wait. Try again.
Money's room.
You mean a room they put money... Wait, you mean a room they put money in, like a bank vault?
Ah! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming in soon.
Mr. Quiz, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. I see. Well done. Money likes to go after the shiniest thing that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things. I have first-hand experience, Judge. Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose this was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say? Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendants walk past, correct?
Oh, well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, it could have been taken around that time.
Ooh. Man, what's with you? Man, what's with you? Oh, whatever. Has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Cheetah, back to the topic at hand. Well, I want to admit the thing. Not I, Mr. Cheetah-Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Cheetah? Not exactly what I did. I chased after that ring snatching money. That is hard to say, wow. I chased after that ring snatching monkey money. I chased after that ring snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? So this slow loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this doesn't indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben testimony has a flaw. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little fear of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that the witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. I could have said that better. Oh, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dog face in trouble. It's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Oh, I've told you so many times. You think you'd know my story is not changing. You've already changed your story, sick boy. I'm sure it will change some more. Why there's only one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Oh, I didn't activate that. Yeah. Water. I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina. But it doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. Said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. You're absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Oh. So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Convenient. There's one thing. So, I haven't present with Max's 3 famous symbols. Then Money snatched your ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Let's see. I'd say about... I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in a 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Oh, I thought that was the wind. It was a... that kind of sound. But it doesn't sound like it actually was the wind. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
suppose that's what I saw him coming from. I was sitting at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. Don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Words. Just add 10 more minutes, I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it?
I did. What time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second now.
No good at maths.
It was 10 past 10 p.m.
Oh yes, that sounds about right.
It sounds about alright because that's the time I saw Max on the scene.
Good evening. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night?
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day. And it's obviously that I'd say good night to someone at night. Otman, you've got something to add. Amigas, that's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quita, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Ben's half of the committee act. Evening. I mean, he didn't say what it was, so I'm actually going for that.
Right. Yeah.
My controller got stuck on the cable for the headphone. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. Shall I for Pope? That's not what I wanted to say.
Don't get so wrapped in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better. Ow. Ow, that hurts! I should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness.
I'll go back to it. Isn't that a bit strange to you? So it is.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, oh yeah, sure. Why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly, how is it strange that cordial to one of your co-workers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to as a co-worker, I would understand.
Ow, that hurts.
Maybe you just think of having some proof before your lips stopped flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Rita would ever say something nice to Max. How do I go about proving that with evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Shall I just present it now? Interesting. Timing-wise, it doesn't fit that well. Jilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal, it was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
This disagreement doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Oh wait, juicy orange, 76% fresh flavor fruit. Interesting. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? Oh, what? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch. Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. True, on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would suddenly become cordial that evening. Oh, but just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. Well, there's no way this puppet would... Okay. There's no way a puppet this rude would There's no way a puppet this rude would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the scene of the crime?
I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just... Oh, that's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this estimate for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? There's the possibility that it's a different person. Ah. For time's sake. Start with a different person. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. But it was someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness... I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If you had truly met Max that night, would there be no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw was not Maximilian Galactica. Actually, should be about time. And that's why Trito made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Oh, good evening, as he put it.
Oh, mind the world, you...
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trito saw that evening then? Has to be Russell. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
No, Your Honor, it's not Regina.
If it was Regina, Tina would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose we've got a point there.
It was Russellberry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russellberry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russellberry. That is why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Go. Answer the question, Mr. Quest. Order. I'll respond to this. Oh, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But, once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
How?
I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quest obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russellberry?
The prosecution argues that was a defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols? Alright. This is getting old. Come on, man. Gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now.
Yes. We know the silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
A silk hat and cloak. Anyone could wear them. They even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russellberry.
What? Miss Von Karma.
Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes,
I think we finally won the point in this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What do you mean by that?
Merely establish one thing from this witness. Establish that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your efforts, but...
What?
Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of the doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. It's gonna be the clown, isn't it?
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Doom. Doom, doo 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 doo. Doom. Doom, doo 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 doo.
Oh, sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near the crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left this room, right? Oh, exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
And that's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means?
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Fabulous! That's a fabulous and possible possibility. Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange?
If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
Double,
Oh, Max, never thought of that. Should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? I have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. It's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery keeps getting deeper. Just keeps getting deeper.
Oh, my back.
Oh, now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Carls please take the stand?
Why did he just call him a pitiful clown? Don't you know well, he's pitiful right now. Don't you know the story about the sad Piero? There was a song in Vocalot song. Piero. That had a pretty sad story, I guess.
The witness will state his name in court, name and occupation for the court record.
Oh, come on.
In West Carolina, the Philippines was wondering something. I spent my days clowning.
It's obviously a Prince of Bel-Air reference, but I haven't watched that, and it was the actual quote. In West Philadelphia, I was born and raised. Maybe like in the basketball court, spent most of my days shooting or something like that. It's very fuzzy that memory.
Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autobiographical gibberish?
I'm sorry. Just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I'm quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. It is easy to see your occupation. Please state your name for the court.
Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Do I have to wear pants? The sign just only says no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Perfect.
Okay, how about this? Have you met my Have you met my proctologist? Dr. Seymour Butts? How's that one?
Why?
Or a couple of clowns were up to no good. It is 100% started making trouble in the neighborhood.
Okay, I'm starting to remember more. Your name?
Lance Kurz, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene at around quarter past 10 the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, it is.
Very well, Mr. Kurtz. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
I buy a priest and a safari walks into this plaza.
Without the humor, please.
Okay.
Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogy self in court.
Thankfully.
I'm gonna minimize me talking to this guy as much as possible.
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacancy and a polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. I keep trying. Even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. Decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing?
This was not a... aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'd make sure that one of my stuff will be straight men later. Gumshoe.
Thank you, I can't wait.
As I said, poor Gumshoe.
Oh, now
that's settled. Shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can, but I'll talk for as long as you want.
Oh, that's a problem. What you witnessed?
The night of the murder, after our practice was over, I went straight back to my room. I have no idea how tired I was that night. I was spooked. Thought I'd go straight to sleep before I did. I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I was watching them. All of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
Wow, that's very interesting. That this eyewitness account is to be believed. I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
It must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I agree with the judge. I want to be done with this as fast as possible. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this crowd to stray from the facts, I will hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes.
Hold on. I'm gonna go for full noise removal again. Getting a bit noisy outside. That you witnessed. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say about 30 feet from my window.
It's 30 feet? That's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility.
Oh, I see. Please continue with the testimony regarding the two shadows here you saw.
Ah, what about the hat though?
I'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster that I saw last night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Yeah. Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say to Tangle Mo. Wow. Nice. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. Not good. Must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness, get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw? Okay, so there's one thing. Oh wow. He's not saying anything about a hat.
You know, most testimony who I told us yesterday are kinda different.
Yeah, I noticed.
We just gotta pinpoint what's changed. You can do it, Nick.
Thanks, Maya. You say you saw the ringmaster get flunked over the head? Yes, I did. It's a climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non-secretary. What would you say the victim was struck with? I mean the weapon. I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what's waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Oh, a big penalty.
Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe my witness did not see the crime?
My gut tells me of course I do. Of course I have grounds on to make this claim.
Then let's hear it.
That's something I can't share with you at this time. What did you say, Mr. Wright? I know there's something wrong with this testimony, but I can't put why I feel this way into words for the judge.
Maybe we should get a bit more information. Once we find something more solid, we can give it another shot.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, wow. Well, see, right now I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that.
Then this is just another of your pointless efforts to badger my witness.
Now wait a second, Miss Von Karma. This time I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly. That's right, what he said. Bailed out by the judge. One honor indeed. Oh, I'm tired. This is such a hard thing to do. If we must penalize Mr. Wright for his display, I think a verbal censure would be best. Huh? You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There's no room for displacer sounding in this courtroom. I can deal with that. I guess he didn't really bail me out after all. Hey, is over versus behind a good enough? No. Damn it. I'm gonna press it already. Gonna do this again. Come on. I don't remember what he said that time. Just gonna gloss over this.
See, that's the thing.
Huh?
How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock. That's something I can riff off of. Let's pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke.
No. Let's not make it 8 p.m. Alright, Ma?
What do you mean that's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around.
Come on, Nick. Just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? Yeah, so boring. There's not much to this either. You were pooped that night.
Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food.
What?
Double cheese, double bean enchiladas, and dangerous menu item. What happened after that? As they say, happens.
I'm gonna go crazy.
That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days.
That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. Oh, come on. Just let me go. Just happened to glance out of the window.
I could say that. You could also say I peeked, stare, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curse.
I just guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Keep pressing, I need something. Exactly why did you look out of the window that night?
Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out the windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when you spoke yesterday... Ah, there it is.
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. Did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Oh yeah.
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to advise his testimony. Mo. Very well, Mr. Curtis, please advise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. I have no idea. So let's press on it. What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it was some kind of like...
Because you say... Mr. Kurtz made the call to warn you that humor is unnecessary.
Duh! How do you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess that sounded like a... Suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh?
What then? Went to look out the window and you saw...
I think now it's time. Of course I do. Has to be it now. Got a great reason to make my claim. I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is, the witness's very own testimony. Oh, what's the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. Of course, if he heard that, then if he looked around, he won't see this a whole minute before the crime. He would have seen the aftermath of the crime, if that's what he saw. Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. Oh, he did say that. However, Mo just stated the following on the oath. Yes. Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out of the window upon hearing a sound. There is no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. What was that? Crack long unit was sent to prison by a sort of crime. How do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Because are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? Is that a reference to A-Team? No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog. Well, that pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out of the window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. Prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Ooh, Franziska. Von Karma. That button I used to activate the voice change, it doesn't always work. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out of the window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curtis. Yana, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. In my house, from Sylvana, I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well. Then please testify to this silhouette. Testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. Don't even catch a hint of a joke from you. I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it. I got it. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only belong to Max. There is no doubting it. Especially since I saw his opposite symbols. Silk hat, a black cloak, they're all there. Since when it's black? His face was silhouettes, but there was no doubt that was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It doesn't seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get this fact straight. However, this should be good enough. Yes? That's the size of testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Lilo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, even I could have been wearing them. If someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them. I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You solved that. Just a little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. Yes. You say you saw all of Max's opposite symbols. Where's the white rose? I suppose so. The circle hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactic has 3 opposite symbols. 3 symbols?
Yay! Everyone get ready. All together now. All together now.
Circle, blue, white roses. Why do I do this? Odd!
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like why?
Silence, fool. You are to respond with the truth. The whole truth, no fractions.
Wait, don't tell me it's raining. No, that's raining. Hold on. We need to close the window. Oh, that moved everything. It is raining, but I stuck my hand out of the window and it didn't get wet. Ugh. Okay. Oh, Doda. No. This team is so good. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious I was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said that he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face, not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. And the roses must have fallen off when the victim assaulted the victim. Well, the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. It's alright. Are these white roses really material to the facts of the case? Clearly not. He's just toying with his court. Got on the rope now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Yana, do you recall Chilo's Sesame? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 2 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece get-up? You saw them all, saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Oh no, what am I supposed to think? One's supposed to disregard the pointless of this.
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this guy up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. Seems that, unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance.
Your last chance. Silhouette Part 2. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance. I will not allow even the slightest hint of budging against this witness. If you are going to prove me there's a contradiction with Mr. Carter's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. Gotta be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. I'm tired. Well, my angle is found the crime scene. Where Phil was with him the whole time. Why did it go? %? Mo, be honest. Yep. I have to present. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would the one mistaketh a thing like that? I see. There's also some sort of problem, Mr. Rice. Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. She's gonna realize. 1, 2, 3. The crime scene. That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Order. Mr. Girls. Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all of this? We are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, this is not right. That's so harsh. What's not right is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something. Alright, you didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean be younger. I know my dog. I'll be always younger than you. He's actually crying. Enough of this childish outburst, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him, I swear I saw him. It was Max, even though he didn't have his roses. He was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a pretty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? Why did that peak? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene. What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo. What do you want? Just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't just ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. No, I'm not. The witnesses... this witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid is how did he leave the crime scene? Answer's obvious, he just turned around and walked away. That's why I expected you to say. You'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Hey, what? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as how the criminal left the scene? Yes. No footsteps. Look at this photograph. Dead Eggman. The problem is in the footprints in the snow. Footprints. In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Yeah. Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the car he came to the court in. Wait just a second. I can't ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Curse. Yes! The testimony you provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just... Yeah, it's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since one commander who told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Once again, Franziska.
Order! I will order. Franziska von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
Ah, there's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Kurt. Ah, you're not gonna believe this, but this is all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Actually, I'm knackered. This is so hard. That is a voice that is hard to maintain. And then right after that, you get the judge.
Now it's time for our next segment. Monos! Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I look up out of the window, there Master was down and Max was standing above him. He was wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw. It's the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. The heck? What was that? Hold on. Okay. Where were we? He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Oh, well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactic is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right. Why is she right? Wait, why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why don't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of my story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness testimony, Mr. Wright? He's telling the truth. Nothing else would make sense. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth. That's what I think.
Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic.
Yes, you're right.
No! Only a foolish-looking fool would be fooled by such a foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. Your criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
Hey, imbecile.
If you discard the need of proof, Ms. Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceeding at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking you this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
So that's I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me up into the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I break the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. Sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed and we never revealed the secrets to the tricks.
Nick, what do you do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea, let's do our best and catch this sucker.
To be continued, that's where I'm gonna end this stream. To save my vocal cords. To be able to speak another day. Okay, so close that. That. So yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah. On Wednesday, it's gonna be Dark Souls 3. So I'm gonna get ready for that. And yeah. Can't wait to see how that game is. But for me, for now, thank you. See ya.